Hi friends, now we are going to see a theorem based on equicontinuous families of functions. If k is compact, if fn belongs to L of k for n equal to 1 to etc. and if fn is pointwise bounded and equicontinuous on k, then we have to prove two subdivisions. Fn is uniformly bounded on k and fn contains a uniformly convergent subsequence. We have already seen the theorems and proof based on pointwise bounded and equicontinuous. First, we have to prove fn is uniformly bounded on k, that is absolute of f of x less than m plus epsilon. For that, let epsilon greater than 0 be given and choose delta greater than 0 in accordance with the definition. Here we are going to use the equicontinuous definition. A family L of complex functions f defined on a set E in a metric space X is said to be equicontinuous on E if for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists a delta greater than 0 such that absolute of f of x minus f of y less than epsilon whenever dxy less than delta. Here x and y belongs to the set E. X belongs to E, y belongs to E and f belongs to L. It is given in the theorem. Here D denote the metric of x, so that absolute of fn of x minus fn of y less than epsilon for all n provided that dxy less than delta. Given that k is compact, since k is compact, there are finitely many points p1 up to pr in k such that to every x belongs to k corresponds at least one pi with dx pi less than delta, just from the equicontinuous definition. Since fn is pointwise bounded, it is given in the theorem. There exists mi less than infinity such that the sequence of function fn pi less than mi for all n if that m is chosen from m equal to maximum of m1, m2, etc. mr. Then absolute of f of x less than m plus epsilon for every x belongs to k. We have proved that absolute of f of x less than m plus epsilon, that is fn is uniformly bounded on k. Hence we prove the first part. To prove the second part, we are using the definition pointwise bounded to prove fn contains a uniformly convergent subsequence. Let E be a countable dense subset of k. The theorem, that is pointwise bounded definition. If fn is a pointwise bounded sequence of complex functions on countable set E, then fn has a subsequence fnk such that fnk of x converges for every x belongs to E. From the above definition, the theorem shows that fn has a subsequence fni such that fni of x converges for every x belongs to E. Put fni equal to gi to simplify the notation. We shall prove that gi converges uniformly on k. We have to prove the subsequence fni is uniformly convergent on k. Instead of fni, we have put gi, that is gi converges uniformly on k. Let epsilon greater than 0 and pick delta greater than 0 as in the beginning. Let Vx delta be the set of all y belongs to k with dxy less than delta. Since E dense in k and k is compact, there are finitely many points x1, x2 up to xn in E such that k contains v of x1 delta u union etc. union v of xn delta. Since gix converges for every x belongs to E, there is an integer n such that absolute of gi of xs minus gj of xs less than epsilon whenever I is greater than or equal to n, j greater than or equal to n, s lies between 1 and m, 1 less than or equal to s, less than or equal to m. If x belongs to k, equation 1, that is absolute of fn of x minus fn of y less than epsilon, shows that x belongs to v of xs comma delta for some s, so that absolute of gi of x minus gi of xs less than epsilon for every I if I greater than or equal to n and j greater than or equal to n. It follows from 3. It is equation 3. Absolute of gi of xs minus gj of xs less than epsilon. Now absolute of gi of x minus gj of x less than or equal to absolute of gi of x minus gi of x's plus gi of x's minus gj of x's plus gj of x's minus gj of x. That is, we introduced gi of x's, add and subtracted, also gj of x's, subtracted and added. We got. Now we can split the modulus value less than or equal to absolute of gi of x minus gi of x's plus absolute of gi of x's minus gj of x's plus absolute of gj of x's minus gj of x. Now these three terms are less than epsilon, hence which is less than or equal to epsilon plus epsilon plus epsilon, that is 3 times epsilon. Absolute of gi of x minus gj of x less than or equal to 3 epsilon. We got gi is uniformly convergent. We have taken gi as fni. Fni is the subsequence of fn. We have taken fni as subsequence of fn and it is uniformly convergent. Hence fn contains a uniformly convergent subsequence. Hence the proof.